Hello there and welcome to SummerSlam 2020. My name is Ben Chapman, and if you enjoy this show, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe, because today's going to be good. We are in the Yankee Stadium in New York City for a massive show tonight. Kicking off with the pre-show match, which is superb, which is Andrade and Untitled Garza retain their Raw Tag Team titles in a triple threat elimination match with the Street Profits and Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory in 12 minutes 47 with a great performance. A great chemistry team together, both Montez and Dawkins do, and all of the ratings in this match were really good. Gets a 79 overall, which is a great start for a pre-show match. And what we start in the main show off with? The Intercontinental Championship, of course, which sees Big E defeat AJ Styles with the big ending to win his second Intercontinental Championship. Goes for 18 minutes. It's the big traditional opening long match with two great workers was working together to put on a good match. The way I'm thinking is AJ goes for the phenomenal forearm, but gets caught by Big E into a big ending. That's kind of how I picture the finish. So it looks like AJ is about to win when Big E counters at the last second to win the Intercontinental Championship. Second match on the billing is Bayley versus Jordynne Grace, which I think the longer matches in this card are going to be suffering, which is really frustrating because, it's a pay-per-view. That's one of the things I hate about this game, is that long matches struggle when based on the products, and I'm just sat here like, but they don't in real life. It's stupid. But Bayley defeats Jordynne Grace with the Bayley to Bayley suplex after Banks runs in to attack her to make defense number 1 of her SmackDown Women's title. Match number 3 of the main card sees the tag teams for SmackDown facing off against each other as Cesaro and Nakamura take on Gran, Metalik and Lince Dorado, and they pick up the win to make their first defense of the SmackDown tag team titles after Cesaro makes Metalik tap out to the sharpshooter. It's a good match from all four guys. Cesaro and Nakamura are obviously by far and away the better team, but Metalik and Dorado, as I said earlier, I'm going to be doing something new after SummerSlam, and Metalik and Dorado are going to be a part of that. Match defense number 1, and if we go into the dirt sheets for this first time today, lots of stuff to go on about. The second women's title match and the second part of the Banks and Bayley storyline for the night sees Bianca Belair defeat Sasha Banks in just under 15 minutes with the kiss of death, after Bayley accidentally hit Sasha Banks with the boss knuckles, and Bianca Belair wins the WWE Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair is the champion, and boy is that fun. But Bayley accidentally cost Banks. Interesting. The next match sees the United States Championship on the line, goes 12 minutes, and Ricochet defeats MVP with a standing shooting star press to win the United States title. It's quite simple match. It was straightforward. Ricochet had a lead throughout most of it. And now, he is a two-time United States champion, I think. I think he only won it once last summer. Honestly, I cannot remember. It was such an uneventful time for the US title last year. But yes, it's 85, best match on the card so far. Into the mixed gender 6-person tag team match, which is a superb match apparently, as Sonya Deville and The Miz and Morrison defeat Mandy Rose and Heavy Machinery when Sonya Deville makes Mandy Rose tap out to a modified Go-Go Plata. It's quite a simple arrangement, to be honest. Nothing shocking happens, but everyone kind of wanted Sonya to win. Sonya is the bigger star out of Sonya and Mandy, in my opinion. She's got so much potential, and I want to try and let her reach that. Gets a 78 rating, all good ratings for everyone. Sonya getting an 88 is phenomenal. She's got to get near the top of the card soon now. And then next up is the Banks and Bayley Open Challenge, as they are answered by Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, reuniting their tag team. And they come up and they go into a match. And Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott defeat Banks and Bayley after Ruby Riott pins Bayley with a Wee Riott after Bayley got wiped out after partner miscommunication. And Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. So in the night, Bayley retained her SmackDown Women's title, but all of the other titles in the group were lost. Into the 3 main event matches now. We kick things off with Seth Rollins taking on Dominic Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio's second match in this match because he had the tag team match. And in a superb match, Dominic Mysterio defeats Seth Rollins with a 6-1-9. Pretty good matchup. Rollins gets a 91, Mysterio a 71. Good start. It's quite a good lower mid-card rating, and this should massively help his popularity. Gets a 75 though. Both guys had a grand deal of public support, and that's a really good singles debut pay-per-view match. The first of our World Championship matches sees the Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. And as promised on SmackDown, the Fiend defeats Braun Strowman with his sister Abigail, and the Fiend is a 2-time Universal Champion. Only other people who have been 2 times Universal Champion is Brock Lesnar, who's a 3-time. I think he's a 3. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is a 3-time Universal Champion, and Goldberg was a 2-time Universal Champion. And now Bray Wyatt is a 2-time Universal Champion, and it's looking good for him. And the main event of the evening, it's Drew McIntyre versus Orton. And disappointing because it was too long for the audience, which is, again, really annoying. But in a 20-minute match, which for these two is the right length, Randy Orton defeats Drew McIntyre with a punt kick to win the WWE Championship. And Randy Orton ends SummerSlam in the year 2020 with the world title around his waist. Overall, I think the show's going to be a bit disappointing because of the stupid length issue, and it was. Lost its popularity in 18 regions, it gained in 17, only gets a 78, because of the length issue, which is stupid in my opinion. But not much really I can do, to be honest, except try and get a bit different for our next pay-per-view, which is going to be in a month, which is going to be 4 weeks' time, Payback. I've been Ben Chapman. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment of where you think this should be heading next. What feud should our new world champions, or all of our new champions, because you got to think, we have a new Intercontinental Champion, we have a new Raw Women's Champion, United States Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, Universal Champion, and WWE Champion. A lot of new titles changed hands on this show. What should our new champions do next? Let me know. Bye.